Hey there, Hornet, you freak of nature. If you're American, or even if you're not, happy Thanksgiving, ladies and gentlemen. Thanksgiving is a day and a time of year to go over what you're thankful for, obviously. And I couldn't be more thankful for Hollow Knight Silksong and everything it's brought me. Ever since it came out around 2.5 months ago, I've been excited to share my own discoveries, whether they're glitches or secrets, and I've been overjoyed that it's been received so well by everyone watching them. So, thank you so much to everyone watching it, but I don't want to make this just a thank you fest of a video. This video is coming out on Thanksgiving because one person I'm truly thankful for is Hornet herself. And one thing I'm very thankful for is that I've been given the opportunity to do terrible, horrible, unjustifiable things to Hornet, all for the purpose of my own enjoyment and hopefully your enjoyment out there. But this video right here is going to go a long way to justify that unjustifiable work, because one thing I've learned about Hornet over these months of doing videos is that she's a messed up individual herself in many ways. I just recently made a video on the fact that you can kill Carmelita, and Hornet will just say, well, I wanted to do it because I need to test my skills. And beyond just that, there are a lot of insane and unhinged things Hornet writes about all the people she kills in Hollow Knight Silksong in her journal. So I just wanted to make a little special video here where I pull out my favorite journal entries Hornet has to write. And by favorite, I mean the most diabolical, unhinged, and horrifying things that she has written down. So, well, sit back, grab some food, and enjoy Hornet's unfiltered, unhinged thoughts. Killick. I am fond of simple, effective traps, such as this bug's extendable spikes. An unwary predator would be skewered clean through. A bit less unhinged than a lot of the other ones, Hornet simply likes skewering enemies, as we know. Savage Beastfly. Civilization encroaches from the kingdom's crown, but the lowlands are still ruled by great beasts. Its roar stirs something deep within me, some primal instinct. We know Hornet has a lot of primal instincts by Act 3 showing her own tendency to want to overtake things. Caranid. Their plump round shape makes them well suited for target practice. Difficult to resist testing my aim on them. A common theme you will see in this game and in these writings is that Hornet just loves hunting, but in this sense, it's more like murdering. Hardbone Elder. There is surprising strength hidden in their thin, elegant limbs. It would be a pleasure to ride upon it. Unhinged in more than one way, you may say, dear viewer. Flint Beetle. Its bright gems could be used to make beautiful but short-lived jewelry. An amusing idea for a gift. Or a trap. You see, Hornet's devious nature is shining through more and more in these writings of hers. Imagine Hornet giving this gift to the knight, and it just blows up in its face.
Get the
Maramaw. Sheer bulk makes for an effective weapon, but requires much sustenance. This creature would have spent most of its time eating. An acceptable life for some. It's just an odd thing to say, Hornet, you know? It's acceptable life for some to just eat and be fat their whole life. Fluttermite. Similar bugs would gnaw away at unguarded food supplies in my homeland. As a child, I would hunt them, eager to make use of myself and test my skills. Now let me say, there's nothing wrong with hunting. I'm sure a lot of people in my audience have hunted before. But it's very fascinating to see Hornet's extremely aggressive huntress instincts come from birth, especially against these little mites that may not even be attacking her. Wisp. To live only a single bright moment, what would one feel? Is it glorious or only despair? Or could it be both, mixed equal? Hornet has a lot of fascinating thoughts that goes through her head. She's up there with the greatest philosophers of all time, and I don't think that can be challenged. Or maybe she just wants to pick up the ruptured crystal tear from Elden Ring and do something like this. Maybe we'll see in the next DLC. Craw Juror, weak, afraid, and aware of the imminent end. I understand their desperation, but my death will not prevent the coming fall. I'm gonna comment on multiple of the Craws because Hornet's descriptions frustrate me for a lot of reasons. Tall Craw Juror. Curiosity saw me answer their summons, but I shall not allow them to stall me for long. I must work fast to fix my grand mistake. You see, Hornet, curiosity sure, but once you went to their summons, maybe you could have tried talking with them, or doing something other than instantly going on the offensive. This is part of where I see Hornet's unhinged nature come into play. Her first instinct is always attack, even when she is in the wrong, as she admits. And finally, we have Squat Craw Juror. They seek to slay their only chance at survival. Alas, any words would fall useless. I have only my blade to offer response. You see, Hornet, it is very easy to say any words would fall useless when you have not tried saying any words to them. What you do in game is you fall in to the jury and they start attacking you because they're mad at you, and you immediately murder their entire court. You do not get to say, realistically, alas, any words would fall useless, even though they likely would, without trying to talk to them. This is the kind of stuff that gets silk posts made about you, Hornet, and one day one of them will be true. Swamp Squid. More dangerous in the moment of its explosive and corrosive death than it ever was in life. All I gotta say to that, savage as hell, Hornet. Wood Wasp. Destroying the hives will limit their presence in the wood. Useful to me now as I pass along the branches. Dangerous in time for the wood's order. Even a small disruption can tip a fragile balance. Now, this one gets me mad, Hornet. You know why? Because it's probably the most hypocritical thing you've ever written in your life. Do you know how many species and creatures you just outright slaughter without giving a second thought to the impact on the environment? We kill massive predators and prey indiscriminately just because we can. And you still have the need to write that you don't want to do something like this? You either go all in and be the hunter you are, or you stop. Sister Splinter. This one lived long and fed much. The wood will be much safer for their slaying. And you see, this kind of commentary by Hornet makes me mad about the previous one, because Sister Splinter's death was massively impactful on the balance of the ecosystem, and yet we stepped right in and killed her because we thought that she was dangerous and she was a danger to us. Nothing wrong with that. But Hornet, you have to accept your own impact and what you do. Scar Singer Carmelita. This graceful ruler once possessed skill and rival my own. At her youthful peak, her voice united all Scar in her service. There's nothing wrong with this description. I'm just bringing it up again to comment on how funny it is that Hornet will try and justify her murder of Carmelita. I made a video about that in case you wanted to see it. It's just fascinating how Team Cherry had to try and justify the killing of her when you don't need the heart anymore. Craglite. If left to grow, these young bugs will fight for dominance until only one remains. It's just hilarious in my mind to hear some of these comments from Hornet, because what this statement is saying is, well, if we let them grow in the future, they'll be dangerous and they might kill people, so we should kill them now. Hornet's got the anti-Batman agenda. She will kill to prevent harm in the future. Coral Bellbearer. Farloom proves often the effectiveness of bells as weapons. Never before have I considered them as such. This is just Hornet's shocked reaction to the fact that Team Cherry made bells deal a full mass worth of damage when they hit you in the face. And all I want from this comment from Hornet is for bells to be usable as weapons in Silksong's DLC. Keep track of that, ladies and gents. Cogwork Spine. I cannot decipher its function to the greater core. Is it built for defense? If so, its passivity seems far from optimal. This is Hornet's genuine best take, because it's just her being written by the writers of the game, questioning how the writers could justify this thing existing other than as an enemy for players to overcome. So it's almost like a fourth wall break, but it's also poking fun at the game's own questionable design choices. So hey, nothing wrong with that. Cogwork Cleanser, an inspired use of steam. I must remember its construction when designing future tools. I don't know if steam counts as a chemical weapon, but if it does, Hornet is gonna make the Geneva Convention look like the Geneva Suggestion. More of her murderous intent shining through. Fresh Fly. The less these gruesome bugs breed, the better. So this segment about all of the slab bugs is amazing. It's what a lot of people comment on when they give Hornet crap, because she is genuinely terrible to this whole species. And this description will not change even if you have not been captured by any of the jailer bugs at the slab. This is what she always believes about an entire species of bug. Scabfly. Foul creatures birthed into servitude. Their plight elicits no sympathy from me. She is brutal as hell to this entire lineage of bugs. Guardfly. The smell from these jailers overwhelms my senses. I strongly doubt they have ever thought to bathe, so that is understandable as something to hate them for. But if you are not captured by any of these bugs, why is she so mad? Wardenfly. Disgusting both in manner and stench. I feel no remorse to see them felled. Hornet in the past. Oh, we don't want to kill the bugs that could affect the ecosystem. Hornet now. I want this entire species of bugs gone from the universe. Broodmother. With this one vanquished, I hope to have had the end for that jail and its distasteful order. It's just genuinely hilarious how much dripping poisonous malice she holds for all 5 of these creatures. Justified in some playthroughs, but not justified in all. And in the ones where it's not justified, she is just genuinely prejudicial towards all of these bugs. Horrifying. Wing Mold. A crude construct of my father's fallen domain. Only a fool believes that Void can be fashioned to do their bidding. I find it fascinating to see that Hornet seems to hold much more disdain for her father than her mother. It's understandable given she was actually able to grow up around her mother and her father is more responsible for the world. But it is interesting seeing her open dislike in things like this. Clover Dancers. For one to love another so similar to themselves, is that selfless or vain? The one comment Hornet has after learning the Green Prince's tragic past and death of his lover is not to be mournful, it's to call him vain. This is why Hornet does not beat the homophobia allegations. Terrible of her. Imoba. The poor creature has lived a life too calm and coddled. It would not fare well in the world beyond its walls. This statement once again helps show Hornet's extreme importance that she places on the ability to fight, the ability to hunt, and the ability to not be hunted. And this is the last really quote-unquote unhinged statement I could find on Hornet. And having gone through all of the incriminating evidence against her, I'm still thankful for her at the end of the day. Hornet may be a psychopathic, homophobic, racist murderer, but she is my psychopathic, homophobic, racist murderer. And I will forever be grateful to have control over her and be able to put her in terrible situations. If you want to see those situations, please subscribe to my channel and like this video if you enjoyed it. Have a great Thanksgiving, everyone.